this is how to take your flute out of the case and put it together. Step number 1 is to make sure that your flute case is in the right orientation. Make sure that the sticker or the label on the case, if you can see that right there, is facing up, not down. If it's facing down, your flute is going to fall out and fall on the floor, and then that can cause big damage to it, so we don't want to do that. So make sure that the sticker is facing up, and these clips on the front of the case, if you have clips like this, they're going to open from the bottom up like that. So once you have your flute case open, you might see a flute that looks like this, or you might have a straight head joint here, you might have a curved head joint here, just whichever flute you have, this is what we're going to work with. You have the body here at the back, the long piece, and then the foot joint at the front. When you take it out of the case, make sure you hold it where there aren't any keys. So the body here you're going to hold by this spot, and then the foot joint you're going to pick up by this little bit right here. You find this little end on the body, so like opposite end to where you're actually holding, and the opposite end here, and you're going to tip and rotate that in. You're going to line up this little rod right here with the center of that key so that it looks kind of like this when you're done. The next step is to put this carefully down on the table with this and with your hand facing up. Take your head joint, and you'll notice that it has a long piece right here and a long piece right here. They go together. So if you take them, again holding where there aren't any keys, gently twist back and forth until it's about that far in. You're going to notice that there's a little bit left over, and that's a good thing. To line them up, we don't want to do it flat with the keys or back turn like this. So we don't want it flat like that. We don't want it straight up and down, but instead we want it about halfway in between so that when the keys are facing up, this is at an angle kind of like that. So that's how you set up your flute. When you put it back in the case, just reverse your steps, so carefully twisting out. If the joints are really stiff, just take a soft cloth and clean off each joint. And then same thing with the bottom. And then just tuck them back in the case the way that they came out. If you can't remember how that is, you're going to look here. This key, which is the G-sharp key, it has to be facing into the case, not to the hinge. And then your foot joint, the little end without any keys, is towards the outside edge of the case. If you go to close it and it won't close, if it feels like it's resisting, it means that one of your pieces is not quite in the right spot. So open it back up again and double check before you try pushing it shut. Good luck!